If we look at this, it's nice, it's thick, and it's got a bit of that texture in there, you know. That is a fantastic Mariana sauce made. Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to make a Mariana sauce. Now this is very easy, very quick. Now if you run out of a pasta sauce or a pizza based sauce, this Mariana sauce is so simple to make, so quick, and it can be stored. Now you can store this away in the freezer or just store it in a jar in the fridge. Let's show you how to make it. Come on. Guys, a quick run through the ingredients then. Now it's very easy this, you know. I've got a little bit of garlic, I've got some fresh basil leaves, an onion, a can of chopped tomatoes. Now you can use fresh or you can use just tomatoes in a can, but you're going to have to chop them up. I've got some oregano, a little bit of black pepper and some salt, and that's it guys. Now this is very easy to do. Let's crack on and show you how to do it. So what we need to do is peel and dice our onion. Oh, we've got an ant on there, look. Now this Mariana sauce, you know, if you want to add a spoonful of sugar in there to make it a little bit sweeter, you can. It's down to your own taste, and if you want to add chili flakes, you can. I'm not going to. I might add the sugar, depends how sour those tomatoes are when we open it. Okay guys, a nice easy small dice on our onions, okay? Now dice it any which way you want, that's up to you, you know. But as you know by now from my channel, there's no parallel cutting an onion because it's made up of segments. So it's just a nice little slice. Now like I say, slice it any which way you want, that's up to you. But we want small dices of onion. I'll just put that to one side. And that's our onion diced. Just chuck that over there. Now, if you don't want to use onion, don't put onion in. Garlic. I've got 3 cloves of garlic. Just give that a little bit of a bashing. Now, the thing is with the garlic, guys, you know, I'm just going to give this a little rough chopping. But we're going to blend all this at the end. So, does it really matter? It's up to you guys, you know. Now, it's going to be a rough chopping. I like that rustic texture to my Mariana sauce, you know. And to be fair, it is going to actually be blended, so it will blend into the sauce. Now, that's all I need to do. So, there's the garlic. There's the onions. Open a can of tomatoes. Now like I say, these are chopped tomatoes already. Makes it a little bit easier and we don't have to go chopping it all up. So that's it guys. All we need to do now is put a pan on with some olive oil. Is go on with a little bit of heat. Now we don't need this too hot. Okay, and we want to go in the pan with a little bit of olive oil. A good couple of tablespoons of olive oil, guys. And then we want to go in with our onions. So get our onions in there. Now Now what we're going to do, we're going to give our onions a little sautéing first, and then we're going to add the garlic. Now guys, no colour on this at all, okay? Just nice, soften them up. There's a chunk there, look, but that doesn't matter, it'll be liquidised. Right, now everybody seasons to taste at the end, but I want to put the salt and pepper in now, and it will help break down the onions and garlic. Now I'm going to go for a pinch of salt, a nice pinch there, and I'm going to go for a pinch of black pepper. Give that a little stir in. You know, many people actually just cook off the onions and garlic, put the tomatoes in, everything, and then the basil, and at the end season. But I like to get that seasoning in now, okay? Now it is seasoned to taste, so you don't have to put such a pinch of salt in if you don't want, or not even any salt. But this is very easy to help break down the onions. And then what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go in with the garlic. So get the garlic in there. Now, if you like your sauce more garlicky, put more garlic in. But there's enough here. It's going to give it that lovely flavour all the way through. So we want a couple of minutes in there, guys. You know, all we're doing is cooking out that rawness of the garlic and the onion. If it goes translucent, that is what we're after. Now, if it has a little brown tinge, so be it, but we don't want to brown the onions. You know, we're not cooking for hot dogs. That's getting there, look guys, it's only been a couple of minutes. If that, it's just starting to, I can see little tinges of brown on there. Okay, and then what we want to do, we want to go in with our canned tomatoes. Now, I'm using chopped tomatoes just to make it easier. So give that a mix in. Now, if you think your tomatoes don't have too much juice, you know, you can add a splash of water. But don't forget, splash your water in the can. Let's have that juice out of that can. So that's that water in there, look. That's going to give us a nice basis for a sauce. But you know, there still might not be enough sauce in there at the end. You know, we might have to put a little bit of water in to help blend. Right, and what we want to do, we want to go in with about a teaspoon of dried oregano. Get that in there. I want to flavour that up. Now, I put the dried oregano in now, you know, because it's going to rehydrate in there and put that flavour in there. There's no point putting it towards the end of cooking, you know. Right. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take a couple of fresh basil leaves and we're just going to dump that in there too. Maybe it's not all that stem. Get that in there. Stir it in. That's going to put that basil flavour through there, and what we'll do is we'll pick the basil out at the end. Oh, splashed. Okay, so we need to turn this right down. And what we're going to do, guys, we're going to put a lid on and we're going to let it simmer for about half an hour with just the occasional stir, because we don't want to burn it. So there's a lid. It's not the lid for the pan, but that doesn't matter. Now guys, if you want chili flakes in there, you put it in now and let it cook through. I don't want any chili in there, you know. Some people might not want chili on the pasta. Now if you wanted to make a basil flavoured sauce, you know, you could always tear up a bit of basil, cook that in there, and then when it comes down to liquidising, just liquidise it all in. And then you will have a Mariana basil sauce with all the flecks of basil in there. Now guys, this is going to cook for about 20, 25, 30 minutes. You know, you can cook it longer, but I don't think it needs cooking any longer, and then we're just going to liquidise it. Okay guys, this has been going for about 15 minutes. And what I'm going to do, I know these tomatoes are sour. I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of sugar. And just give that a little stir in there. I'll put the lid back on. Okay, that's been about half an hour. Let's have a look in here. Oh, that looks just about right. There's enough fluid in there, look, without adding any more fluid. Now, I'm not going to liquidise these stems in here. I'm going to take them out. So, turn off the flame. And then what we need to do is take that basil out of there. Okay, so let's have that basil out. Now if you don't get it all out, don't worry about it, you know, some of the leaves might have come off. Now we had 2 stems, there's 2 stems of basil, and there's a leaf that's loose, look. So let's take that out of there, and that's it. So get rid of that, and then what we're going to do, guys, we're going to give it a liquidizing. Now you can put this in a blender if you have a blender, but if you've got a stick blender like this, just blend it in the pan. Nice and steady, could go and splash all over. Right, there you are, guys. Now, I won't go any smoother than that. You know, I think that's perfect. If we look at this, it's nice, it's thick. And it's got a bit of that texture in there, you know. That is a fantastic Mariana sauce made. Now, let it cool a little bit, and then you can put it in a jar or store it in the fridge. So what we need to do now is just see that we put enough salt and pepper in there, you know, and that little bit of sugar we put in there after about 15 minutes. Let's give it a taste test. Wow. You see, we put that tiny bit of sugar in there, but it's still got the sourness from the tomatoes. That is a fantastic Mariana sauce. So easy to make, guys. You know, if you don't have the jar and you're panicking and you've got a tin of tomatoes in, you can make this. Now you don't even have to put the basil in if you don't want, you know, or you could put a bit of dried basil in. Easy. So that's our Mariana sauce made. So easy, guys. Now if you like what we're doing, don't forget, like and subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.